The area in which the hospital resides is impoverished. There are deep health inequities. And so we decided that we needed not only to focus on COVID, we needed to focus on why this hospital was dealing with so many COVID patients.
The nurses and doctors, they're all taking the same risk, and it didn't seem like, journalists should be exempt from that. When we got there, the emergency room was filled with people. People were in the hallways, on gurneys. They had tents outside they were treating people in.
The most vulnerable points in people's lives, we were privileged to bear witness.
We learned everything we could about them. We talked to their families, we went to their apartments, we checked in on them every single day. It takes an emotional toll. I mean, seeing this poor guy shaking there, knowing that he was about to be intubated, he just looked so horrifically alone. He survived and did well. Of course, the other people we were interviewing, some of them died.
This photograph is very significant for me. Mr. Anaya was the main patient from the first story, and we were present when they put him on a ventilator. This photo was moments before that happened. It's hard for me to look at.
By telling it this way, people were more shocked to realize how brutal and terrible it was to just be almost drowning for weeks and then unable to say goodbye to your loved ones.
I was with Mr. Anaya's daughter, and she allowed me to share with her those last cherished moments with her father.
We are a small community hospital. We weren't so much on the radar, but once Joe and Francine started reporting, we were on the radar. When we went up to Sacramento to start talking about the structural issue of healthcare that these stories highlighted, we didn't have to introduce ourselves anymore. People knew who we were.
I mean, it's Los Angeles, this media capital, and there's just parts of it where people are just not connected to that world in any way. The vast majority of people here don't really get preventative care. They use the emergency room as their doctor. Imagine having to do that. That's what these stories are about.
The Good Hope Foundation gave us an incredibly generous gift of $2.5 million. And what we heard is that one of their board members went into a board meeting with the newspaper, put it down on the table and said, "What are we going to do about this?" I really think the reporting clinched the deal.